Hello and welcome, Libra, to your June 2023 horoscope. My name is Jeff Smith. I'm your professional astrologer for this month and for every month here at Raise Your Vibration TV. I'm so excited because this is a new feature that I'm adding to the channel. And I've been thinking about this for a while. I love doing the tarot readings and the astrology readings. I was doing them together, I was weaving in things as the month went by. And for some reason, well, not for some reason, Spirit said, you know what? I know it's going to double your workload, but how about we separate the two? You do your intuitive tarot readings for all the signs, but you also do your astrology because we're leaving a lot of things out because it didn't jive with other things, and I'm doing it on the fly. I never do multiple takes of readings. I will do one and done. If I screw up and I stutter, or if I there's a long pause, or I just totally flake out, I will not redo it. The message needs to be pure and come clean. And if I stumble on stuff, well, you're just going to have to get used to that. Hopefully not more, but what I realized is that I was kind of leaving a lot of information out. So I doubled my workload. I do 3 readings before I leave for my job at my spiritual center, and then I come home, I ground a little bit, and I'm right back to it. So I'm doing 6 readings a day, 4 days a week. So the way that I have it set up now is going and posting the readings by the elements. So fire signs, fire, earth, air, and water. Well, we're on round 3, and this is your time. So welcome, Libra, to the new feature here at Raise Your Vibration TV. I hope you're excited about it. Please let me know in the comments below. So let's go ahead and get to it. Let's talk about June, shall we? Let's look at your chart. So we're looking at your solar chart here. And for every sign, no one's excluded from it. We've got oppositions between the north nodes and the moon and Jupiter, and then it's all squaring Venus, and Venus is opposite Pluto, and Pluto is square the nodes, and it makes this, as you can see, it almost looks like a box and a cross in it. That's some tension there. And when I see that, it almost makes it look like Libras are suffering. Like, oh, I just can't take this. I don't know what to do. There, it's right now, Libra, you're the sign of the scales, and it's all about balance for you right now. And you may be struggling with that. But what the universe is really trying to do is Pluto is making you gain some perspective, you know, because right now it's all about probably work, 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 work. And you're trying to, huge struggle with finances right now. But you know, I think you're in a lack mentality because things just aren't balanced out at the beginning of the month. So you might be a little shaky about that. You know what I mean? But hold tight because as the month progresses, it gets a hell of a lot better. Trust me. But at the beginning of the month, it's really about self-worth, money, other people's money, credit, loans, that kind of thing. There's a huge opportunity either to pick up more hours or to possibly get a raise, something that you've been looking for and you've worked really hard for it, and then here it is. But you find out that it's a lot of hard work. You know what I mean? So it's asking for perspective. There may be some things going on in the home that's got you, I don't know, maybe wanting to stay at the office longer or something. I mean, something's shaking up here. We've got the 4th and the 10th house activated. We've got the 10th, the 11th, the 2nd, the 5th, the 8th. I mean, everything's on the plate right here. The thing that I look at, Libra, is it looks like you're spinning a lot of plates at the beginning of the month. And you're going to need to pull your spiritual strength from it and ask your guides and spirits, you know what? You got to help me out with this, guys. Let's focus on balance. You really need to focus on balance. And yes, it's going to be some hard work, but I don't want you to whine about it. Don't get lazy about it. Just do it. Put your nose to the grindstone, and it will pay off, Libra. I guarantee it. So June 3rd is the full moon. Let's go ahead and pull up that chart if we shall. June 3rd, the moon is in Sagittarius in a fire sign. This is all about having fun. This is about things coming to light. And the full moon is happening in your third house. So you might be taking small trips. This might be a time to get away. Have fun. Get outside. I'm telling all the air signs that the best way to clear the mind, because you're a very mental person, and I don't mean that as far as, your cognitive abilities, but you're always in your head. You're always thinking. And what this is doing right now is asking you to speak to the universe what you want. Like earlier I said, ask for help. This is the time that you ask for help, but it also could be a good time to just get away. Maybe you deserved it. Yeah, everybody deserves a little time to get away. And I believe that if you open up this weekend will be very fun. Okay. So then on Monday, your ruler Venus moves into the sign of Leo. So this is going to take on a whole different flavor. Instead of being very emotional, maybe a little victimized, something like that, you're going to be more in a fun, loving nature, okay? And this will help you tenfold compared to the energy that you just saw at the beginning of the month. So hold tight, because everything changes. Although Venus is still in that opposition to Pluto. So there's a struggle here. And it usually has to do with self-worth. Like, what am I worth? I deserve so much more, so much better than what I'm allowing myself. Like I said, it looks like you're spinning a lot of plates, and hold fast, because things are going to change. It may be asking you to go ahead and look at different ideas and different ways of life, maybe gaining a different philosophy, you know. But again, it's a focus on siblings also. It's also has to do with friends, that kind of thing. Communication is important. Transportation, maybe some electronic breakdowns you've had, something like that. Get your car checked up, that kind of thing. But don't worry, because the 5th, everything smooths out. Your ruler moves into a fire sign, and that feels good. It feels really good. So as we progress, on the 11th, your ruler Venus is making a troublesome aspect to Jupiter. So maybe right around that time, we're getting pretty pissy about things, that kind of stuff, or we want to be able to do something and work is making us stay at, have to go into work or something like that. But don't worry about it, because again, as we progress, Pluto also moves back into Capricorn. So it's going to be moving back and forth, back and forth. It's out of the air sign, and then it's back into the earth sign. So it kind of relaxes a little bit, gives you a breather, and then it's going to hit again later. But don't worry about that. All right, so as we move forward, the 17th, Mercury makes a beautiful aspect to your ruler Venus, so it's a good time to speak your truth. However, Saturn goes retrograde that day. So this is about learning our lesson. Did we learn our lesson? Do we have to go back to the drawing board? What are we going to do here moving forward? And like I said, it's about balance for you. It's always balance for you. You know what I mean? You're always weighing and measuring. But the thing is we don't need to weigh and measure anymore. That keeps us busy and really doesn't give us any clarity into anything at all whatsoever. So what we need to do is focus on balance. I am balanced. Thank you for my balanced life. Thank you for my home and my work life being balanced. Thank you for my body, mind, and spirit to be balanced, and we all work together. You got to start affirming things to yourself. Remember, this full moon is in your house of communication. So you have to communicate to the universe exactly what you want. And air signs can make it happen a lot faster, because they can use that powerful mind to project those feelings out into the universe so they can come back to you, because what you think is what you attract. So when I'm saying that, be careful about what you think about, because if you're thinking doom and gloom, you're going to get it, Libs. You know what I mean? So make sure you're aware of that. Then the next day, June 18th, we move into a new moon. Let's pull that up, shall we? Let's hit the trigger. Boom. June 18th, new moon in Gemini. So now, again, it's about communication. It's about, Gemini is 2 signs. It's called the twins, and they have to be in perpetual balance at all times. And that's what it's about for you. And it is going to be in your 9th house. Now, this could be making travel plans. So, new moons are a great time to plant the seeds of your desires, and the ground is fertile right now, Libra. So, what you need to do is to make that happen. Think about the things that you want, project them out to the universe with positive thought and positive feelings and gratitude. And boy, you will watch during the summer how it blooms and then it pays off in the fall, right around your birthday month. It'll start paying off. So don't throw in the towel yet because Libras can be like, fuck it. And you can't do that. You can't do that. This new moon is an excellent time to make things happen. Okay. So as we move forward, 3 days later on Wednesday, June 21st, is the summer solstice. And you're at an equinox point because you are the fall equinox sign. So this is an important time of the year for you. There's 4 times that resonate with you: spring, summer, and fall. You were born in the fall, and that is around the fall equinox. But this one, the sun moves into Cancer. It's the beginning of summer. It's the summer solstice. Get outside and ground. I've been telling all air signs, if you really want to get some mental clarity, go get barefoot outside, lay on the grass. That day, if you can, go out and honor the sun, get some vitamin D, get some of those sun's rays. We've been told to be scared of the sun. It's going to burn you. It's not good for you. And I'm telling you, that's bullshit. You need the sun. And the only way to truly absorb vitamin D in your body, in your cells, is through sunlight. You can't not get sunlight. Sunlight cures disease. It boosts the immunity system. And that's exactly what you want. You know what I mean? You want to be top of the line, no messing around this time. Again, it's all about balance. So as we move towards the end of the month, the moon moves into Libra. You're feeling pretty good. And then Mercury moves into Cancer on the 26th. Then we've got not yours. We actually have Neptune going retrograde. So let's take a look at exactly where in your sun chart it's actually going retrograde. So Saturn and Neptune are actually going to be retrograde in your 6th house. And the Neptune is just teetering your 7th house. It's just about to go in there. But you can have a great time to heal at this time and to really heal your relationships if they're worth it, or let them go. That's up to you. But Neptune kind of puts a veil over our daily routine. Am I working too hard? Are you believing you're working too hard when actually you're kind of messing up? You know what I mean? Sometimes Libras are not very honest with themselves. So you need to deal with that towards the end of the month. All right, Libra. This month is a transition month, especially for the air signs. And I hope you enjoyed this horoscope. We're going to be continuing to doing these from now on. Don't forget to watch your intuitive tarot reading for June also. And I'm really digging this. I like taking my time with the astrology, and you're really going to love the tarot readings because I restructured those too. All right, Libra, have an excellent June. Make things happen, and I will see you in July. Thank you so much.